Our top story this hour: Sri Lanka's former Defence Secretary and ex-police chief Vijay Jayasundara has been acquitted and released from the Easter attack case that killed 269 people in 2019. The three-judge panel dismissed all 855 charges against Sri Fernando, then Secretary of the Ministry of Defence, as well as then Inspector General of Police Vijay Jayasundara. A court official said that the judges, in a unanimous decision, exonerated the suspects and released them without calling defence witness. Fernando and Jayasundara were arrested in 2019, held in custody for 4 months before being released on bail. Jayasundara was the most senior police official to be arrested in the 155-year-old history of the force. The Attorney General had filed the case against Fernando and Jayasundara on charges of criminal dereliction of duty. According to the charges, Fernando and Jayasundara failed to take action to prevent the Easter attack despite receiving specific intelligence. The string of attacks were carried out on the 21st of April 2019, Easter Sunday. They targeted 3 churches and 3 hotels. 269 people were killed, including at least 45 foreign nationals. At least 40 children also died in the attacks. The attacks were the worst in Sri Lanka's turbulent history. Also injured about 500 people. Most of them belong to the island's minority Catholic community. And now for more on this, we're now being joined by our correspondent Dasuni Athoda, who is outside St. Anthony's Shrine in Colombo. Dasuni, thank you so much for joining us. Can you just start by getting us up to speed with the updates on this case and what grounds were they acquitted on?
Yes, so this has been a landmark decision in this investigation, which is prolonged for more than 2 years, where we have the ex-defense secretary along with the former IGP, 2 very pivotal figures in this case, and at that time, who had a lot of power within them to control what would have happened or what would have not happened in that scenario here in the country on that fatal day, on the 21st of April in 2019. This is a landmark ruling purely because both of them have been acquitted and released from all charges. So the pressing question that everyone here has is, if the former defense secretary is not responsible, if the former IGP is not responsible for ensuring the security and the safety of the people of the country at that time, who truly was responsible?
Right. Absolutely. Now, I also wanted to, just for more clarity, understand the consensus on this update, and also where do you see this case headed now?
Exactly. This is the exact point that everyone has right now, because you have 2 very pivotal figures in this case being released. And the question that everyone has in their mind right now is what next? But of course, we do know that there is an opportunity for an appeal by the defense, given that they were not called in for their witness as well at that given time. Also, what is interesting to know is former President Maithripala Sirisena just several days ago filed a petition with court requesting for his removal in the involvement of this case. So clearly, we are looking at a former president, a former IGP, as well as the former defense secretary, all saying that they are not involved in this case.
All right. Dasuni, thank you so much for bringing us up to speed with all the updates on this. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.